Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Monday the 22nd of May. But first, a quick recap on Saturday's performance. Well, it was a winning day, not by a lot, but it was a winning day. We started off the day with a winner that I actually thought the jockey had given up on it. And I forgot what it is now. 13-2 it won at. It was the Aidan O'Brien trained horse. Then we had two placed horses. And we was pretty much on the right side of the prices all day because a lot of the horses that I tipped the night before were gambled. And even I missed out on one of the prices because I hadn't put the bet on there and then. It was the horse that actually, in fact, it won in the end. I got 4-1, but I tipped it up at 11-1. So it all depends on really what prices you got on the day. The very last runner was the most disappointing. There was something wrong with it. Frog and Toad. They were looking down and they were nudging it along. Something weren't right with it. But after three horses ran in the two separate bets, you could have cashed out for a total. Well, I could have done anyway. I'm guessing you could as well. For a total return of £80, which would have been for the horses. It would have been more than double the stake for the day. However, that's not really what I like to do. But if people like taking profits, you could have done that. In the end, we're showing a profit. But let's get on to Monday now. So I'm spending a tenner. One of the bets is just to top it up to a tenner. So what I've had is 50p each way singles comes to £4. A 25p each way Yankee combined takes it to £9.50. And then I've had a 25p each way accumulator. It takes it up to a tenner. I'm not that excited about the racing Monday, I'll tell you that. I've stuck to Redcar because I like the track. So basically what I've gone for, there is, I believe, one of the races where it's an extra place race. So basically, one of the horses, I think, the market is dominated by horses that have never ran before. And you don't know how they're going to be until the stalls open. And the stalls open and they're not going through the finish line. So obviously I need to tip your horse here and now. So I've gone for one with experience. I was going to go for a different one, but then this horse ran right up to the same form as what the other horse had. This horse actually finished right behind, beating 8 lengths by some very decent performers. So the first selection is Arc Shadowfax, and that is the horse I'm talking about. And that is a 150 at Redcar. It was slowly away on soft ground, so hopefully this extra furlong on slightly quicker ground will show more improvement. I don't think it's got to improve massively to reach the frame. It's currently, I believe, 8-1. I've left the price because I think it could drift. There could be a lot of talking horses tomorrow because, in this race, because there's a Gemma Tutti horse it's only 6-1. Well, very rare does she have a first time out 2-year-old. First time out 2-year-old winner especially. Also, Charlie Johnson has got the favourite in the race at 13-8. Once again, unraced. The Johnson horses normally either come first or last as 2-year-olds. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm going against them, and that's also gone for Arc Shadowfax. The second selection is Up the Jazz. I've left the price in the 220 at Redcar. The third selection is in the 4 o'clock at Redcar, and it's Borough at 14-1. This horse, I believe that Redcar suits horses with bundles of pace. It can be quite hard to peg them back. Well, all this horse has got is pace, but it's got loads of pace for about 4 furlongs. It's got Holly Doyle on board, very highly rated as jockey. There's no surprises there. She's a decent jockey. It's interesting that she's going to Redcar, but I think she could get it in there for a place. It's 14-1. I think it's a cracking price. And finally, Dresden Green at 33-1 in the 5 past 5 at Redcar, paying 5 places instead of 3. Formerly of William Haggis, quite a high-profile owner. Hasn't achieved a great deal. It went to Redcar. I believe it's had a gelding operation at some point. I think it was when it left William Haggis. It had a gelding operation. It ran an okay-ish race last time. I'm going to hope that it didn't want the soft ground because it ran 2 poor races on it. Better ground today. 33-1 is big. Ruth Carr is flying at the moment. and I just think it's due. It could run well, and if it does run well, 33 to 1, 5 places, I think it's of decent value. So I'd like to thank everybody for all the donations. We've reached £25. Now I'm trying to work out how to withdraw it so I can take out a flat stat subscription, a 7-day £10 trial. We'll see how we get on with it. Well, obviously I'm going to spend the 25 in total anyway. So I'm going to take a 7-day trial. I'm going to find out how I withdraw the money first. I don't want it stuck there forever. I already had a balance in there anyway, but it's still telling me I've got the same balance. So I don't know if it takes a few days to update or what. I don't know. But if you're still listening, we're still doing okay. If you can give me a like and a subscribe, that'd be absolutely fantastic. The racing is poor tomorrow, so that all I've gone for is 4 at Redcar. If I couldn't pick any horses, I wouldn't have given you any horses just for the sake of it, because it would have been a no-bet day if I didn't fancy anything. I like the look of these. I'm not that excited in general on the day, but that doesn't mean anything. All 4 could win, and I could be not excited when I gave them out. But God, aren't I waffling there? Anyway, shut up. Stop talking. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.